Bro, this is embarrassing, man. But I gotta address it, dog. Um, it's pretty bad. During this whole Kirk tragedy, bro, I had to unfollow all my like more urban black media platforms or pages, right? Like your spiritual world, your Hollywood unlocks, your world stars. Like I still had them in the clip. Um, they kept me up to date on social events or whatnot, right? And I'm aware of like the like the degenerate shit being spewed in the comments or whatnot, man. But after the Kirk situation and seeing the response to Erica's speech at the memorial, dog, I was like, nah, unfollow, 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 bro. It's fucking disgusting, man. And if it reading the comments, it feels like I'm in a Black Mirror episode. Like it literally feels like simulation, bro. Like you can't tell me we're not in simulation, dog. In some type of form or another, we literally are, man. We literally are. Like somebody pressed the button, took Kirk out for whatever the case may be, bro. And now the mics are doing what the fucking mics do. Bro, I'm gonna just read some of these comments to a woman, a wife that just lost her husband from being assassinated publicly for the whole world to see, which she saw with her own eyes. I'm sure she saw it more than once, saw his cold, lifeless body with the holes in his neck, saw it with her children, right? But the comments to her speech on World Star, bro. Like, even though I know World Star gets the label that it does. I mean, it has a certain reputation. World Star, but come on, man. There's still people in these comments. And I know they're bots, bruh, but every fucking comment, like 5% maybe, were on some positive shit, dog. Look at this. Look at this, bro. Go back to the top.
Father, forgive them for
Look at the headline. Erica Kirk forgives her husband's assassin. Right? Like, and speaking of that whole situation, bro, like the people just believe what they want to believe. You know what I mean? It just depends upon where your bias lies. And if you get something that's going to confirm your bias, you're going to run with it. If it doesn't confirm your bias, right, disproves your bias, you're going to demonize it, right? I mean, like, she's forgiven the motherfucker, right? The one that most feel is the responsible party for taking Kirk's life. Some liberal lunatic, right? And World Star is a liberal Democrat black page where I forgive y'all, dog. Nah, that ain't enough. That ain't it, bro. Look, ain't no damn way y'all falling for this. My God, forgive her acting skills. Good for her. When mine passed, I couldn't even string two sentences together, let alone serve a TED talking full glam. Different breeds, I guess. Here's a one positive. I'm not an emotional person at all, but I bawled my eyes out when she spoke. I haven't been to church in over 10 years, but watching this live made me realize that I needed to go back because I don't think I could ever. My heart breaks for her and her children. That should be more along the lines of the type of responses we see in these comments, right? Or at least like, condolences, sorry for your loss, good on you for forgiving, blah, blah, blah. Nah, look at the gift. Like, yeah, whatever, bitch. That's what the fuck that mean. I believe she is part of ushering in something very sinister. I don't feel good looking at her. That's going along this narrative of the memorial being a nationalist convention. Sounds like she set it up. And the Oscar goes to, she's dramatic as fuck, yo. Are we living in the Hunger Games already? That crowd looked rehearsed. This feels oh so very performative. Let me go to this page. Some gay motherfucker should have known. giving this much attention to a podcaster is baffling. Forgive them, Lord, for they know not what they do. She looked like she trying her hardest to cry. Why she seems so ungenuine in her speeches? Something seems off. Terrible acting, no genuine tears. LOL. She gives weird vibes. Not y'all in the comments mad because we ain't falling for this BS. America a whole soap opera with bad acting, dog. Like, just look how lost we are, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look how lost we are, dog. Like, the grand scheme of things, and I'm not trying to take any attention away from Kirk being taken the way he was, bro. But two things could take place at one time, bro. And I'm gonna, continue, giving my condolences to that shit happening. All get sick. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be forgotten. It shouldn't just be, rushed because it's old news now, right? And I'm not gonna do that, bro. But we have to address this other elephant in the room and highlighting how cooked we are as a people, bro. Like, this don't even seem like it's real life for people to respond this way, bro. You know what I mean? And, what took place, and the powers that be that got us running around with our fucking heads cut off, dog. Right? You think people 50 years ago could ever fathom that people today would be as senseless as this, as psychotic as this, as inhumane as this, bro? This don't seem like I mean, I'm talking to the choir. I'm preaching to the choir, bro. It's like, I know this already, man, but just to see more evidence of it to just further confirms my stance at this point, bro. Like, I haven't lost faith in all humanity, but there's a lot of humanity I have lost faith in, and to the point where I can't give the majority of people the benefit of the doubt, man, because we are cooked. Like I said, this I don't call it this demonic shit has hit too close to home for me personally, man. When I've spoken to people individually, personally, that I could see commenting like these other people. You know what I mean? Like, we're so gone, bro. Like, and it happened so quick too, man. It happened so quick, dog. Right? Fucking social media just socially engineering people to not give two damns about anything. Right? To not give a fuck about anything. Like, we've lost morals. We've lost what it is to be a good person. Right? And then this is, even worse because, like I said, I had to unfollow all my platforms that I used to follow to stay up to date on trendy news of what's going on, man. Right? Because, I use a lot of this stuff for work. And I got to be up to date on what's going on. But prior to me doing social media for a living, I still follow these pages. You know what I mean? And I can't follow them anymore because it's all this shit. Right? It's all of this shit and people still feeding into it. So I got to stay away from it. That's how you get fucking poisoned, bro. Right? And I'm sure it's bots that are, pushing these waves, and motherfuckers are jumping on these waves, continuing to echo the same type of shit that just demonize motherfuckers, bro. In these types of situations, man, where Shawty just lost her fucking husband, right? Regardless of what the hell's going on behind the scenes, we'll never fucking know. Well, maybe we will know. Maybe we will know. Well, maybe we'll get the truth at some point. But at this point, what meets the eye is that this woman lost her fucking husband, and her husband being who he is, which none of these fools really know the fucking truth. So it just highlights, where they are intellectually, bro. These low frequency, low IQ motherfuckers that refuse to do the fucking work because it does not confirm their bias that they've received from short second reels that are manufacturing narrative for them. I mean, they're all pawns. You know what I'm saying? But even with that, bro, it's like you poison to the point where you have no sense of things, no humanity at all, bro. It's unbelievable, bro. It's unbelievable, dog. Right? Like I say, I had to get rid of all these fucking platforms, bro, and it make my people look bad. It makes black folks look bad in general, bro. Right? It makes us look bad in general. These are all fucking black, stupid ass pages that are out here cooking a widow of 2 kids who saw her husband get. That's crazy. That's crazy, dog. That's crazy, bro. She come in here and dox all these motherfuckers. Dramatic acting. She's always been like that. Very over the top. Who the fuck is this bitch? We're in some dark times, man. So if you follow any of these stupid ass pages, your World Stars, your Hollywood Unlocks, your I don't know about TMZ, but you should cancel TMZ because they was out here laughing when this shit happened and tried to backtrack and say it was for some other shit. PBD caught them in a motherfucking lie, but yeah, your TMZs, your Hollywood Unlocks, your World Stars, your Spiritual Worlds, your who else? I'm sure any of them you can name too. They all guilty of this shit, bro. I know it. You think I'm bullshitting? Go check for yourself, dog. In addition to the fact that these channels or these pages are platforming this shit, they keep these comments up, right? This all has influence on people, bro. But at the same time, it's like you don't want to be victim to poison in your own perspective reading that shit, dog. It's gonna do damage to you. You know what I mean? You gotta cut the cord, right, and get away from this toxic shit, bro, because that shit is poison, dog, and it'll poison you if you keep reading it and falling into it, bro. But anyway, man, tried to get that out there, bro, because this shit is fucking whack.